What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring out an update today of Bitcoin. We're also going to get through some altcoins as well, just whatever I have time for. What I want to do is take a look at Bitcoin here on the 1 week time frame to start out. There's a few things that I wanted to point out to you guys, and hopefully you get some from this information. If you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. So when we're looking at the weekly time frame here, guys, what I have turned on is the pivots, and you can see that our high was at 69,000 to the nose there. Then our low here is 32,933. So down here, this is the area that we absolutely cannot go below, is that 32,933. And that's also going to be marked by this trend line here, because for the most part, guys, I don't even want to go down and challenge this $33,000. I want these higher lows to continue to stay for us on the weekly time frame here. So we put in our first low at 32,933, and then we had a higher low, and that was roughly at about 34,335. Then we had another higher low, and what we're trying to do now is put in another higher low. So we need to stay up above this yellow trend line, in my opinion. We're in a bit of a rising channel. Now to the upside, what we have to pay attention to, guys, are these points of control here, or this point of control on the VPVR. And this area is going to be up around that $47,000. That's the area that we have to break out through. It's been resistance for quite a while now. We've been rejected for quite a while, and that's just the spot, guys. And it's going to also correlate with this upper trend line as well. So that's the area that we have to get up and through. And you can also see we have a block area right here around that $44,000 to $45,000 area. That's been tough for us to try to get up and through as well. So the first thing we have to do, guys, is set that weekly higher low, and we have not confirmed that yet. So if we drop down and we take a look at the 1 day time frame, and we zoom out here, this is also going to show us the pivot points, which will be important for us. So what you can see here, guys, we had this 32.9, then we had 34.3, and we're still waiting to put in that next higher low in terms of the pivot points. Up on the highs here, we've had our 45.8, we've had our 48.2. So if we had another higher high, that could put us up to challenge around that $52,100, which would be a good area. But yet again, you can see here, this whole area of potential resistance around that 47,000, and then it's going to be up around that $44,000 to $45,000. And what we don't want to see here, guys, is for this to just be a little daily bear flag. So we had our push down, we didn't really have much of a reaction, then we just dropped down to lower levels. So we definitely have to watch that, and that's why this trend line is going to be so important for us. Now, if we step back, I want to show you a few indicators that I wanted to put on here that I think will do a good job for us. So if I click on this here, what you'll see, guys, we're going to look at the MACD. So the MACD on the daily, we have not crossed to the upside. And what I want is the wind at my back. So we have had a weekly bullish cross on the MACD, but what I want to see now is a daily bullish MACD cross as well. So I'll have the weekly that's at my back, the wind at my back, and then I want the daily MACD to cross to feel a little bit more confident in terms of going long, because like we said, at these levels right now, this is still a sticky situation. We're trading below our 50 moving average and our 200-day moving average. So we have to be cautious. Guys, if we turn that on here, you can see in white, this can be our 200 moving average, and then in red, this can be our 50 moving average, and they're both acting as overhead resistance. We want those to be supports, and we want to be in that uptrend. So really watching that right now, guys. I'm still being patient. And then also what we're going to have down here is our VMC Cipher B, and I'm looking mainly here at the VWAP, and the VWAP is at negative 0.63. We want to see that cross to the upside, and we also want the money flow to be in the green or starting to get into the green. We're not there quite yet. So if we step back on that as well, I'm just really watching that VWAP, because I want to see that VWAP moving to the upside on heavier volume, get our daily MACD cross, and that potentially could be a nice entry for a longer term position, but we're not there yet. In my opinion, I think this is still an area to be cautious. I'm looking for a longer term swing trading position right now. I'm not trying to get in and out. I want to really ride that trend for our next longer term uptrend, and we're just not there yet for me to feel confident. We still need, to find a little bit of support here, guys, and just really make it known that this area is going to hold. Okay, so for me, I'm still being cautious right now, guys. I believe there will be plenty of time. If this here is our accumulation area and we're going to go into a stage 2 uptrend, then there's going to be plenty of time to get good, strong positions in. But right now, I'm just going to be a little bit more cautious till I see a little bit more positive in the direction that I want to see here. So that's going to be for Bitcoin, guys. Really watch those areas. Next one, we're going to rip through a little bit quicker. Actually, let's throw those up for us. We're going to get into Ethereum. So for ETH here, guys, it's been a little bit stronger. We are holding the 50 moving average, which is good. And that's going to be at 2,967. We're still trading below our 200 moving average, which we saw rejection at, and that's going to be at 3,492. Right now, our VWAP, we're negative 3.63, and our MACD, we have not crossed to the positive yet on the one-day time frame. So still a good amount of work to do here, guys. We'd look to hold support at 2,600 if we do have a break to the downside there. I'd also like to see just 3,000 hold as well, guys. You know, going back below 3,000, having to try to get back up above it, it's always a tough thing to do. But this has been a little bit ahead of Bitcoin right now, and we just want to continue to see higher lows coming in. We had our low, higher low, higher low. We want this to be a higher low so we can go up and challenge some higher levels. But just keep an eye on those things. Just going to rip through this here quick, guys. Next one we're going to get into is ADA, sitting at about 93 cents right now. Definitely has work to do. So we broke out of our falling wedge. Wasn't on as much volume as I would have liked to see. We went up to about that point of control at $1.25. So that's going to be the area that we're going to have to get up through. You can see right in that range, guys. That's going to be the spot for us. So right now, in terms of support, I'd like to see us find support probably no lower than about that 90 cents to about 86 cents is going to be the area for us. VWAP's at negative 2.73, so we have not crossed to the positive on that yet. And then MACD on the one-day time frame, we have not crossed to the upside yet either. So just patiently waiting on that, guys. If we get a nice back test down into some of these lower areas, see if that can hold as support. But right now we're still trading below this 200-day moving average, and we're also trading below this 50 moving average. So we need to get back up above that and have a daily candle close up above that to try to go up and challenge some higher levels. So that's going to be ADA. Watch those levels. Next one, if we take a look at Luna. So Luna, guys, we have dropped below our 50 moving average here in red, so we have closed below that. We're still trading up above our 200, so it has been a little bit stronger than some of the other coins. Right now, our VWAP, we have not crossed to the positive. Money flow is just slightly in the green, so nothing too special there. And our MACD has not crossed to the upside yet. So I would just patiently be waiting. You can see right here, maybe this is an area where we're going to get a little bit of buying come in. But we'd have to see Bitcoin also make a nice move, guys. And that's the thing. You know, we're kind of relying upon Bitcoin to do well so that we can get moving as well. Next one we're going to take a look at here is Litecoin. Litecoin's sitting at about 106. And for Litecoin, guys, the main area that we'd want to see hold is essentially where we're at right now, like this 107 to 109 area is going to be a spot, which is going to be important for us. We are trading below our 50 moving average. We don't like that. We're trading below our 200. We don't like that either. So, you know, guys, typically when I do these swing trades, I want, like I've talked about the momentum at my back, I want to be trading up above that 50. I want to be trading up above that 200. And that's why I've been learning how to trade in the stock market. You can see back here, our uptrend, we're almost above this 50 the entire time. So we want to see that strength. If I don't nail the bottom down here, that's fine. But the reason I've learned how to trade in the stock market is because I don't have to try to scratch out trades in crypto anymore. I can look for things that are moving in the direction that I want to see and then potentially play those, as opposed to just, you know, waiting around in the crypto space. And that's why I think it's important for you to learn how to trade other markets as well. It'll really help you. But right now for Litecoin, VWAP is at 3.38, so that's better than some of the other coins. Not looking too bad in that area. MACD, we have not crossed to the positive histograms trying there. And then if we take a look, guys, at our Vu Manchu, we did have a green dot come in. It wasn't super deep. Typically when I see these green dots, I like them coming in the 70s or 80s for potential buys, but we did have a little green dot that came in here at about 56. So we're going to have to see if Litecoin can get moving there, guys. It was a little bit stronger in the past few days, so we're going to have to see if that can hold up, you know, as some of these other coins have been dropping, like Zcash down, you know, 7%, Luna's down 7%. So Litecoin trying to hold up the best that it can. You know, if we take a look at Sol here, this is right around $99. Sol, VWAP at -5, so nothing there. MACD has not crossed to the positive, still trading below our 200 moving average, trying to find support off our 50 there, and that would be roughly right where we're at, about $99. So we need to hold $99, and then it would be down to around that 86 for us. In terms of overhead resistance, we'd have to get up above about 118. So I want to make this quick for you guys. God bless you all. Stay safe out there. That's the main thing I can say. There's always going to be room to catch runs once they get going. You don't have to nail the bottom. God bless and take care.